Hello again and Happy New Year, depending on if it's New Year for when this video is uploaded. I'm surprised for how fast the year went this time and how great the game selection was. Granted, I didn't play every game that came out this year nor finish them in time for this video, so what I decided to do is introduce a list of games that I put some time into but didn't finish, so we can start with. The rules still apply from last year. Games that I played this year include games that came out this year or a different year, some DLC that was worth bringing up, or games from a previous list that I think are worth talking about this time around because I have much more else new to say. Pizza Tower was a game that I played a bit but for some unknown reason never finished it, so I might finish it at some point next year to get my full thoughts on it. Kingdom Hearts 358 and a half days is yet another game I haven't finished yet I rather finish it at my own pace. And same goes with Crash 4, some Fire Emblem games, Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg, Sonic Rush, Penny and the Dark Revival, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed, and Paper Mario Superstar. With that, let's get this list started. A game that I played in 2020 in the Legacy Collection, but I have some mixed feelings over the years, and coming back to it, it was really good. Oh yeah, something though is that I modded the Zero and ZX games on PC so that they can have music replaced with the remastered tracks, and it sounds amazing. And that's all I have to say on ZX. One of my favorite childhood games, and it is the first RPG I've ever experienced. So how well did it hold up? Pretty good in my opinion. I can't wait to talk about it more on its own video someday. Yet another game that I feel nostalgic and with my opinion about it's good but a bit less than Dream Team. Oh, look at that! Another ZX game that I played back in 2020, and less so than the first ZX game. I have nothing else to say, as this one is a bit less enjoyable than the first game. Okay, I might have cheated on my list since as of writing this list, I haven't finished Engage yet, but I wanted to include it because I spent more time on this game than any other Fire Emblem game this year. So all I can say on my thoughts is that I liked it, even if it feels a bit campy in some areas. I'm quite surprised at this one since I never thought we'd get another Metroid game for another time. But no, we got one as it was just a shadow drop the moment they announced it. I enjoyed this remake of the game and hope that other Prime games get remastered and the Prime 4 gets released soon. This game is quite humorous out of all the games I played in my life, and I do hope that this game gets remastered as the controls of this game kinda hurts my hands. Yep, this is Wario's greatest achievement, and I've got nothing else to say. Yet another Mario & Luigi game that I enjoyed a lot, and now that I own it, I can finally say that I own every Mario & Luigi game in the series. I've been getting back into Pokemon for a while, and decided to replay Gen 3 and 4, and it was a lot of fun doing so. Yeah, not much else to say right there. So, Tears of the Kingdom. One of my anticipated games of last year, and a game that I've been waiting for 6 years since Breath of the Wild came out. And it's alright, I suppose. I don't know how I feel about this one because while it has some good merits, I can't help but to feel as I've done most of what Breath of the Wild had to offer, but kinda downgraded in some parts. Maybe it's my biases talking, but that's how I feel about the game right now, and I forced myself to finish this game a month or two later, not because I was savoring every moment, but because I want to get this over with. So yeah, I've got mixed feelings about it right now. I got a PS5, and one of the games I played on it was, well, Kingdom Hearts 2. I've heard about how Kingdom Hearts 2 is the best game in the series, and, well, yeah, it's pretty much is. So it's good that a few weeks ago I replayed it again and greatly appreciate the second time around. So, yeah, it's very peak. I was a bit hesitant considering that despite me being a big fan of Mega Man, I never played Battle Network or Star Force and only just finished 1 and 2. And it's pretty good, but a bit annoying in the direction of where I go, since sometimes it's not very clear as to where to go. Another series that I never played until now, and well, yeah, it's pretty good. I feel like a broken record insane, so here's how I feel about each game. Pikmin 1 was a personalized adventure that I liked so much. Pikmin 2 in some ways was a step down from 1. Pikmin 3 was the best controlling game in the series so far. And Pikmin 4 took most of Pikmin 4's concept but made it far more enjoyable in my opinion. Since we never get an actual Mega Man game this year, I was looking forward to this one as its predecessor 20XX was pretty good game, and it combined Mega Man X with roguelike elements, and it made something quite special, so this game is 20XX but cranked up to an 11. So after experiencing Wario's greatest achievement, his 3D platformer is quite alright, since it was funny for the most part but gets repetitive at some points. So this is what I was talking about, how some games from last year this will show up here, and that's because I feel as if something's different to talk about since in the addition of the DLC content. First, start with the first part, as it's a challenge game with some strict rules and conditions, which is fun to play. Second is the new world to explore, and honestly it feels like a cut world from the base game but still managed to be fresh in some parts. And last and the most exciting part of the DLC is a whole new campaign featuring Rayman with a whole new mechanics, and this is just the best part of the DLC, so in all in all, the DLC is great to play with an already great game. An indie game that has a similar formula to when X and Zero with beat 'em up gameplay and feels great to play, but what makes this great to play is the soundtrack composed by Dominic Nymmark, who makes remixes of Mega Man X music and a bunch of other video games, and the composer to be the yet to be released fan game Mega Man X Corrupted, a hidden gem that I just so happened to find. It's an alright game with some moments of frustration. I know that this segment is short, but I literally just added this part in since I forgot the game existed. This is my most anticipated game this year, and I'm happy that it exists. This is pretty much all I wanted from 2D Mario for a long time. A stylish art direction with some immemorable levels and a changing difficulty curve so that it doesn't feel boring. Truly, this is my game of the year for that reason. After a year of playing through this game a bit by bit, I finally finished Half-Life 2, and it was somewhat of a mixed bag. On one hand, I like the moments where I had like driving a water jet to escape the Combine, the chapter where I get to use a gravity gun, and disintegrating Combine soldiers with the powered up gravity gun. On the other hand, it was annoying on some chapters, like chapter 11 where everything was trying to kill me, and it was kind of testing my patience and how there were so many Calm Mind soldiers to fight. That kind of got annoying in some other moments that I didn't like. Overall, it was pretty good, but I may just want to play Black Mesa if I ever pick which one to play, but that's just me. With the Pokemon fever I had recently, I decided to nuzlocke Pokemon Violet, which you can watch the whole playthrough right now, and it was a fun experience in that way. And after doing so, I played through both DLC packs, and it was good in my opinion. The fun additions they brought over for the new were the new and returning Pokemon, so that's great. Now that the DLC is concluded a month ago, my thoughts on it was that it's a great addition to have more tracks to play and new characters they brought over the half of the pack. That's all I want to say, as I want to say my thoughts for the inevitable Mario Kart 8 video that I might do someday. And finally ending off with Super Mario RPG, a game that I've attempted to beat in the past but never did for some reason. Now with the remake here, I finally beat it all, and I can say that I understand where people come from. Sure, it's not my favorite Mario RPG, but it's quite high, so there's that. And I can't wait for when I can talk about it more in depth soon. This year was pretty good in my opinion. There were some quality games this year left and right, and some games that I tried out that were really good to play. There's still a bunch of games that I want to get to, and I will someday, but that will be saved for another day. This is the only video I could do on my break, since my break is shorter than I planned, and I was hoping to make the Mario Kart DS, but I guess I'll have to wait. Thank you so much for watching, and Happy New Year. Bye.